up, what up? I'm the math teacher Goat, and today in 6th grade math, we are talking about graphs of equivalent ratios. This is a full lesson, so let's get right into it. What you should do before we even start, though, is go to the description of this video and click on the link. That will get you the notes to this video. If you can, print it out and follow along. If you can't print it out, then maybe put it on a tablet or put it on an iPad. That way you can follow along with that, because I'm going to do some problems and ask you to pause the video so you can try some on your own. After you do that, hit the like button, hit the subscribe button, leave a comment. Sorry for bumping into my microphone. Hopefully that doesn't ruin the video. Leave a comment that you noticed me bumping into my microphone. That way I know you're actually watching. I'm not going to edit that out. All right. Let's do a warm-up to prepare us for today's lesson. Complete the equivalent ratio table. Now, we did this in the last video that I put out, so if you're watching all my videos in order, you know how to do this. What we're going to do is we're going to look at that 5 right there, and we're going to ask ourselves, how can we turn 5 into 10, into 15, and into 20 through multiplication? Well, if I multiply 5 times 2, I get 10. So 8 times 2 is going to get me 16. That's going to go into that slot right there. Then we keep going. Ask ourselves, 5 times what's going to get me 15? 5 times 3 will get me 15. So let's multiply 8 times 3, and that gets us 24. Last but not least, we ask ourselves, 5 times what is going to get me 20? Well, 5 times 4 is going to get me 20. So 8 times 4 is going to get me 32. What did we just do? We created a table of equivalent ratios. 5 to 8 is the same exact thing as 10 to 16, which is the same exact thing as 15 to 24, which is the same exact thing as 20 to 32. So that's how you do that. Okay? Now, what we're talking about today is graphs of equivalent ratios. So you should be looking at that thing and saying, I know how to do that. I learned that in 5th grade. That's a coordinate plane or a coordinate grid, depending on what teacher I had. You are the x-axis. That's the x-axis. You are the y-axis. And if I were to ask you to graph an ordered pair, you're going to say, I know what to do. That first number is the x. That second number is the y. So to graph 2, 8, I'm going to go right 1, 2, then go up 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and put a nice little dot right there. And so that is the ordered pair 2, 8. Stuff that you've seen a billion times in 5th grade. Easy peasy, lemon squeezy. Well, I'm not going to give you just one ordered pair to graph. I'm going to give you a bunch of points to graph on a table. Let me see if I can make my face a little bit smaller. Shout out to Screencastify. And shout out to my toolbar popping up. All right. Graph the equivalent ratios. Now, you have a table of x values and y values. Okay. I'm going to pretend that those are ordered pairs. So, for example, 1 as my x and 2 as my y is going to be the point 1, 2. 2, 4 is going to be the point 2, 4. 3, 6 is going to be the point 3, 6. And 4, 8 is going to be the point, what color didn't I use yet? Green, 4, 8. Now, I'm just going to write that out one time. I'm not going to write it out like that again because I think we're going to get the idea. Also, by the way, when I graph these, something really interesting happens to all the graphs. They all have like the same looking graph, just different steepness. You'll see. All right, 1, 2 was in purple, so that means we're going to go right 1, up 2. Right 1, up 2, put a purple dot right there. 2, 4. Go right 1, 2, go up 1, 2, 3, 4, put a blue dot right there. 3, 6, start at 0, 0, go right 1, 2, 3, go up 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, put a dot right there. And green, my favorite color. 4, 8, start at the origin, 0, 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, go up 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And look at that. If I wanted to, I can connect those dots and they will give me a straight line. So always equivalent ratios are going to give me a straight line. Not only will they always give me a straight line, but it'll give me a straight line that goes through 0, 0. So it's always going to start at 0, 0 if I were to connect the dots, which I won't do, and always make some kind of line going up and to the right. Now, will it always be that steep and in that order? No, it might change a little bit, and you'll see that it changes here. But it has that same behavior. Always a dot or a string of dots that looks like a straight line that would go through 0, 0s. Instead of just X and Y, I have cats and dogs, but it's the same exact idea. 3, 2 is going to be me going right 3 up 2, so write 1, 2, 3 up 1, 2, put a dot. 6, 4 is going to have me going right 6 up 4, write 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 up 1, 2, 3, 4, put a dot. And 9, 6 is going to have me going right 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 up 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And if you look closely, you could see that if I wanted to connect these dots, that would be a perfectly straight line that goes through 0, 0, the origin. All right, so we did a bunch. Now you're going to do a couple. All right, so at this point, if you have the notes on hand, you should pause the video and try the other 2 problems out on your own. If you don't have the notes, that's okay. Just watch the problems. You'll learn something anyway. But if you can, pause the screen, pause the video, do those 2 problems now. Welcome back. All right. Graph the equivalent ratios. We have 2, 1. So I'm going to go right 1, 2, go up 1. 4, 2, I'm going to go right 4 up 2, so write 1, 2, 3, 4 up 1, 2. 6, 3, so start at 0, 0, go right 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 on the x-axis, go up 1, 2, 3 on the y-axis, just like that. And then 8, 4 has me going right 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, up 1, 2, 3, 4. And if you can see it, straight line, that would go through 0, 0, goes up and to the right. See, I'm not a liar. I'm telling the truth. All right. Now we added words, input and output. So I have 1, 3, 2, 6, 3, 9. So I'm going to choose a different color for no reason at all. I'm going to go right 1, up 1, 2, 3, put a dot. Start at 0, 0, go right 1, 2, go up 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, put a dot. And then the last one, go right 1, 2, 3, go up 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. And there you have it. Okay. Now let's wrap this guy up. Let's wrap this video up. Okay. Kelsey graphed the points using the table on the left, but she did it wrong. What was her mistake? Okay. Well, these points are, let me see, right 3 up 1. So if she were to make a table, and I'm just going to make a really sloppy table, days, money, she goes right 1, 2, 3 up 1. So that would be 3, 1. Then she goes right 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 up 1, 2. So that's 6, 2. And then she goes right 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and then up 1, 2, 3. So right 9, up 3. What she was supposed to do is she was supposed to go right 1, 2, go up 1, 2, 3. So that blue dot is what she was supposed to do. Then she was supposed to go right 1, 2, 3, 4, go up 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So right there, not you. And she was supposed to go right 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, up 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So she was just completely way off. It's not like she flip-flopped anything. It's not like she went backwards. She just was flat out wrong. Oh, Kelsey, you little rascal. Well, Kelsey, what did we learn today? Well, we learned how ratio tables connect to graphs. They create a straight line that goes through 0, 0 if you were to connect the dots. We learned how to graph ordered pairs. Start with the first number, move to the right, okay, then move up based on the second number, x then y. How to graph equivalent ratios. We saw that. They create, like I said, straight lines. And why equivalent ratios form straight lines. Do I need to repeat myself? Speaking of repeating myself, I hope you enjoy the video. because I enjoyed you watching it. Subscribe, like, comment, watch all of my other videos. This is the first full lesson. I'm sorry, the third full lesson of many sixth grade lessons that I'm going to do. I'm going to keep doing more. All right. Thanks for watching. Love you all. Mwah. Bye.